Greetings, Pokemon fans, and welcome back to Polywar's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we're continuing with our series to figure out who the best Fighting-type Pokemon is in Generation 1 Pokemon Blue. And today we're playing with Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is known as the Kicking Pokemon. This is my third video in the series. I have two more Pokemon left, Primeape and Hitmonchan. And then we will dive right into and do a sum-up video, and then jump into our next typing. For this Pokemon, let's go and look at its stats. 50 HP, 120 in attack, 53 defense, 35 special, and 87 in speed. So speed and attack are pretty decent with this Pokemon. Everything else is garbage. And as we look at the moveset, we have a whole bunch of kicking moves. We have double kick, which is 30 base power, 100% accurate, 45 with stab, so pretty solid move. Meditate is a move that ups our attack stat by 1 stage, and we will probably use that the entire game. It's not going anywhere. Rolling kick, we're going to skip over. Jump kick, we'll also skip over. It's tempting, but I mean 95% accurate is pretty great, not going to lie. But it's we're going to wait till we get high jump kick to get rid of double kick for a stab. Very powerful kicking move. It is stab, like I said, it's 128 base power roughly, and it's 9% accurate. Mega kick we will completely ignore because it's not stab and it's very inaccurate, and it's also only got 5 power points. As we move on to our TM moveset, we do not have a lot of options, and if you didn't see that already, we do not have an option hit Ghost, so we have 1 or 2 moves we can get to help us hit Ghost. Actually, there's technically 3, and I'll go over what those 3 are. And Mega Punch is one we would definitely use in this playthrough. It gives us some variety away from Double Kick for things that are not weak to fighting moves. For example, Bug types have resistance. Mega Punch will solve that problem once we get to Mount Moon. Mega Kick we will not use. Toxic we will not use. Body Slam will definitely be used. Takedown, Double Edge, not going to use. Submission, Counter, not going to use. However, Seismic Toss is a move we have to use to hit Ghosts. We do not have a lot of options. Like I said, this is a set damage move. It does 1 damage for every level we have, and it is the only move we really get that hits Ghosts by itself. Rage we won't use. Mimic is a move we can use to hit Ghosts as well. We can mimic a move and then hit the opposition. It's really a big risk. Like against Agatha, if you use this and she can put you to sleep and then you're just toast. You're just done. May not be as useful as we think, but it can help us hit Ghosts. Double Team and Imbibe is the other move that can hit Ghosts. Double Team I'm not going to use. Let me rephrase that. Imbibe, basically you got to accumulate damage and it deals it back double, but you can also get put to sleep. There's a lot of ways this move can go sideways, so it's not a good move. I guess technically Metronome is the 4th move we can use because it can generate a move that can hit Ghosts. I didn't know Metronome was an option for this Pokemon, but I'm probably not going to use it anyway. Swift, Skull Bash, not going to use Rest, definitely be used, Substitute, and Strength. Decent amount of moves that we can use, but not a lot of type diversity here, not a lot of coverage. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the playthrough of this Pokemon. The first trainer we have to face is our rival. His name is Derp. We named our Pokemon Lee, and we gave Derp a Charmander. There wasn't really a great option. 1 Meditate, and we set up and sweep. Very good. That's going to be a kind of a trend with this Pokemon is set up and sweep. Now we're going to go ahead and go through the Bug Forest, and I'm just going to let you know these battles take forever, so I'm going to talk about some other things. First off, I have not mentioned this yet. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you like the video, it gets out to more people. Commenting gets out to more people. Even better than liking. Doing both really is double dipping. And in the third part, if you subscribe, it tells YouTube you're going to come back and watch this, and it gets us out to more people. And it's amazing if you do. I'm at 520 subscribers as of this morning, so I really appreciate those of you that are subscribed. 80% of my viewers, I should say, are not subscribed. I'm actually double checking the subscriptions right now, so yeah, 520. So yeah, if you haven't done it already, really appreciate it if you did. You get videos like this all the time, playing through the entire Pokemon Blue roster, fully evolved, to see who the best of every type is. Done the fire type so far. I think we've already figured out who the best fighting type is, but that's why we do the playthroughs, just to be safe. I honestly thought this Pokemon would be a lot better than it ended up being, so that is a thing. And as of right now, we're still fighting the second Bug Catcher. This Pokemon really is kind of a setup and sweep, boom or bust kind of play, because it doesn't have great defense, it does not have great special, so we do not have the ability to prolong battles if we take a lot of damage. So that is a problem with this Pokemon, and it comes up and rears its ugly head in the late game. But here we just took forever to knock out the 3 bugs from the Bug Catcher, which are usually pretty easy. And now we're going to go ahead and face this final Bug Catcher, and we got to set up a little bit and sweep with Meditate. It's lowering our speed, so it's going to go a lot faster. It doesn't poison us, but it does hit us with Poison Sting. And right now we are fully set up. I'm going to go for Double Kick. Even fully set up, Double Kick is still only a 2-shot. It should be a 1-shot. This bugs me, but whatever. And we're going to go ahead and face our rival. I don't know why I just did the up and down there. We're going to go ahead and face our rival. Our rival's going to come with a Pidgey. We're going to go for 1 Meditate. More Meditate 2. We don't really want to press our luck here. As soon as it starts going for Sand Attack, we're kind of screwed. But we get fully set up, and now we're gonna one shot the Charmander. So we beat our rival pretty handily, and now we're gonna move right on to Brock's gym. In Brock's gym, we have the type advantage. He has a lot of rock Pokemon. We are straight up just a fighting Pokemon, so we're gonna one shot the Diglett, and we're gonna couple shot. I think it's about to be a 3-shot. Yep, just barely, not a 2-shot. We're gonna 3-shot the Sandshrew. Very good. We're gonna heal and go right on and face Brock. Brock is the rock gym leader. Wakanda forever. And Geodude's going to come out. We're going to go for Meditate. Just get one boost in stats. And it's going to be a one-shot on the Geodude. Is it going to be a one-shot on the Onix? It is not, but he doesn't go for anything useful. So we get the knockout. Pretty easy win over Brock. And we're going to go from Brock, and we're going to go right on to Mount Moon. Now, Mount Moon, I didn't show this, but we actually pick up an extra move in Mega Punch. It's 80 base power, 85% accurate. And like I said, it's very useful. And for things that are not weak to... that are resisted to fighting type, is actually pretty useful. It has a lot of boomer bust. It does go off a very high attacking stat. So we'll go ahead and beating the super duper nerd here. We knock him out. We're gonna grab the fossil. It's always a dome fossil. All hail the dome fossil. And I know if I didn't tell you, you're gonna ask anyway. Actually, now I think we can go ahead and ask. Comments are great for that YouTube algorithm. And we're gonna move right on to Misty. This was a mistake. Misty, we're not quite there to the point where we can just one-shot her, and so we have to at least set up. I didn't actually try to one-shot her, so maybe I could have been, I don't know, but we don't outspeed the Starmie, and Starmie's just going to one-shot us anyway. We tried again. We weren't fully healed at the first battle, so we're like, let's be stubborn and try this again. And we set up, and I was hoping to get one more setup without getting hit, but it is what it is. Double kick will knock out, and Staryu will one-shot again. So I don't want to keep trying that and failing. We're just going to move right on to our rival battle. Rival's going to come out with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto, really not scary other than the fact that it can hit us with Sand Attack. We don't want her actually lowered. We got 2 set up in. We just need to knock out the Pidgeotto. Now we get fully set up on the Abra. He can't do anything anyway, so we're like, why not? Let's just go full setup. Well, not really, +4, but enough to get the battle won without any hiccups. There we go, get the win. We beat our second rival, or our third rival battle, and we're going to move right on and pick up this move, which is Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss, like I said, is the only way we can hit Ghosts. So now we're going to go ahead and add that move and go face Misty again. Now we're a couple levels higher, so one, we should outspeed the Pokemon we didn't outspeed last time. One setup, it's a one-shot. Maybe we just didn't have to set up on the last one. Goes for X Defend, we go for Seismic Toss to get set damage. It's going to do 24 damage every time. We beat Misty. I'm going to move right on from Misty to our rival. Our rival's on the SSN, but what we're going to do first is actually grab the Body Slam TM after we beat this Nidoran. And after we beat this Nidoran, we're going to have Body Slam. Body Slam will replace Mega Punch. It's way more accurate, 85 base power, 100% accurate. And we're going to move right into our battle against our rival. Now, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had a loss in this battle except for with Ditto. And I think I lose this battle. Body Slam against Pidgeotto, it's a one-shot. Double kick on the Eradicate, it's super effective, very good. And Kadabra, we do not knock it out, we miss. And it knocks us out. I don't think I've ever lost this battle other than the one time I played with Ditto. Don't think I've lost this battle at all. So we do it again. Double kick on the Eradicate. We don't get Sand Attack this time. Very good. And if we don't get Sand Attack, we don't miss, and we don't get knocked out. It's a completely night and day difference with the battle whenever you have a Sand Attack versus not having a Sand Attack. And then we're going to move right into Lieutenant Surge's gym. Lieutenant Surge is the electric gym leader. Really not a big deal. He has no good Pokemon, so we can actually just set up. And like I said, set up and sweep is pretty much the mantra with this Pokemon. Double kick, very good. Pikachu comes out. Double kick, very good. And our defense is very low, so we don't want to get hit by anything physical. We beat Lieutenant Surge. I'm going to move right on to Rock Tunnel, where we usually come across this hiker, I call him Boomer, who can be problematic for some Pokemon, but for this Pokemon he is not. He is rock type, so he's very weak to our fighting moves. So double kick across the board, and double kick on the Graveler. I'm going to move right on to Celadon City, and now that we're in Celadon City, we're going to go ahead and take on the Rocket Underground hideout underneath the Game Corner. So we're going to beat this Rocket. Remember, he's not going to be hard. Double kick is going to one-shot the Eradicate. It's actually literally a one-shot. We don't have to do both kicks. We don't have to do one single kick. Knocks out both of them. We're going to push this little button. We're going to push it twice, actually, because, we got in the habit of clicking A. And then we're going to go and face Giovanni. Our first Giovanni fight, like I said, this is actually going to be pretty easy. We just got to do double kick on everyone. And it should really be not a one-shot. I don't think we're going to one-shot the Kangaskhan, but it's going to do a massive damage to Kangaskhan. So, yep, it's a two-shot. Get bit a little bit, but we beat Giovanni number 1 and move right on to our rival number 5. Rival number 5 is going to come out. We're going to come out with Pidgeotto. We'll go for one setup. Goes for Whirlwind. We'll take Whirlwind, that's fine. Body Slam's a knockout. Body Slam's also a knockout on the Execute. Gyarados comes out. We're actually going to not learn Rolling Kick, and Gyarados going to come out. We're going to go for a Body Slam on him. Very good. Body Slam on the Kadabra. And Charmeleon, is it a one-shot? It is. So we sweep his entire team, and we're going to move right on. But right now we're going to take on Erica. Erica is going to come out. We're going to go for Meditate. Razor Leaf does massive damage. So we really can't take another hit. Body Slam's a one-shot in the Victory Bell. Body Slam's a one-shot in Tangela. Do we one-shot the Vileplume? We do. We beat Erica. Not a good battle. That was way too close for comfort. And now we're going to take on Koga. Koga is the poison specialist. He's a poison gym leader. He's going to lead out with a Coughing. So we're going to set up. Going to go here, set up, and then sweep. Meditate. Got +3. We really shouldn't be testing ourselves here. We go for Body Slam. And I'm pretty sure we would sweep right now if we didn't have our accuracy lowered. We get a critical hit. So if you don't notice in Generation 1, when you do critical hits, it skips over all stat buffs. So the +4 we just set ourselves up for and wasted all of our time doing, we just skipped over all those advantages we created for ourselves. So all we gotta do now is just hit one more Body Slam or any move. If we just hit any move, but it resists us, and yeah, we get the knockout. We get lost. We get knocked out, I should say. We get a loss, and now we gotta face Koga again. So this time I'm gonna make sure just get 3 set up, 4 set up, 5 set up. We're gonna go all the way. That way we just one-shot everything. Body Slam on the Coughing. Body Slam on the Muck. As long as we hit, Body Slam on the Coughing again. Nope. Now we're at -2, but we do have full health, so that's a benefit. Body Slam, hit the Wheezing. As long as we can set up, we can sweep pretty well. And with this Pokemon, we're going to move right on to our 6th rival battle. 6th rival battle. This rival battle was not really difficult for this Pokemon. We're able to set up on the Pidgeot. We do gotta be careful. It is a Flying-type Pokemon. We don't want to set up too much. So now we're going to go through the Execute. And Execute, we're going to go ahead and set up again. We can get like Stun Spores, so we got to look out for that. However, we are going to get the knockout, and we're at +2, so that should be enough for us to one-shot the rest of his Pokemon. Body Slam on the Alakazam. And the last Pokemon, Charizard, do we Body Slam it and knock it out? We don't. However, we do paralyze it, so we don't take any damage back. So pretty convincing, pretty easy win, honestly, over our 5th rival. Usually not the case with our 5th rival. And we're going to face Giovanni. Giovanni number 2 is going to come out, and it's added a couple Pokemon to its repertoire. It's got Nidorino, and it's got Nidoqueen. Nidorino, I'm sorry. And in Nidorino, we're going to set up, and we're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam. It's a one-shot on the Nidorino. We're going to go for a double kick on the Kangaskhan. It's a one-shot. And we're going to go for double kick on the Rhyhorn. Very good. One-shot. And Nidoqueen, double kick. Didn't do anything. Really should transition back to Body Slam. I don't know why we went for another Meditate. Body Slam with a one-shot. But we get the win over Giovanni. Move right on to Blaine. Blaine is the Fire Specialist. And he's going to give us a pretty easy setup here. So we should be able to set up and sweep with this Pokemon. Now, he's only going to go for Agility. He has good AI, so he sees that I'm Fighting type, so he sees Psychic as his best move against me. So he gives us a chance to get a full setup. Now, we just leveled up, so we lose some of the badge boost on the other stats, but our attack stat still stays the same. One shot on the Ponyta, one shot on the Rapidash. The only thing stopping us right now is if we critical hit and we don't one-shot the Arcanine, but we do beat Blaine, beat the Fire Specialist, and we're going to dig right out and go into Sabrina's gym. Sabrina and her whip. Now, we don't want to take a lot of damage here, so we're going to go ahead and go for, I think we should go for Body Slam. I'm pausing here for dramatic effect. Body Slam on the Kadabra, very good. Even though it's a critical hit, we still knock it out. Body Slam on the Mr. Mime. Body Slam on the Venomoth. It tanks it, very tanky. And it does get a decent amount of damage done to us. However, we get the win over Sabrina and her whip and move right on to the 3rd and final Giovanni battle. He is now a gym leader. And he is gym leader number 8. Our 8th badge is between him. He's between us and our 8th badge. Let's go ahead and take on Rhyhorn. We're going to set up. It actually helps me out a little bit by setting up it Leer, so it actually ups our attack stat. We're going to go ahead and go for a physical high jump kick. We're going to go for one more setup. And Body Slam's a knockout. Go for Body Slam on a Nidoking. It's a knockout. We have one Pokemon left. Is Rhydon a one-shot? It is a one-shot. Very good. We beat our rival. We beat Giovanni. And we're going to move right on to our final rival battle of this game before the Elite Four. And he's going to come out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot is a Pokemon that I don't think he has good AI, because I think he goes for actual attack stats. Yep, he'll go back and forth between that, and he won't go for a Whirlwind. He won't go for Quick Attack. He'll go back and forth between that and agility, because that's what the good AI says, that those are the 2 most effective moves. We're getting fully set up, that's the hope here. What we don't want is to level up before we end this battle. High jump kick is a one-shot on the Rhyhorn once we're set up. High jump kick is not a one-shot on the Execute. We do get poisoned, or paralyzed, I'm sorry. And then Dragon Rage pretty much knocks us out because we get a critical hit there. Might have gotten to the Alakazam, but he would, we do get to the Alakazam, but he's going to knock us out. So what we did instead is we're going to go ahead and face this battle one more time, and we're going to get fully set up on the Pidgeot. Let's not even risk it. That's the goal here. Full setup. That way we can just run Rough Shot over everyone. Even if he hits us a few times, if we get low health, all we got to do is one-shot everything else. Body Slam will one-shot. No, it won't, because of critical hits. Critical hits are really screwing this Pokemon over right now. High Jump Kick is a one-shot. That's also a critical hit. What is with all the critical hits with this Pokemon? That was a critical hit. That helped us in that regard, but I don't want critical hits. I want the stats that I modify to be used. One shot on the Alakazam. We do level up, so we lose some of our stat buffs. But Body Slam's a one-shot on the Charizard. Get the win and head to the Elite Four. Now that we're in the Elite Four, let's go and look at the stats of this Pokemon real quick. Stats of this Pokemon are as follows. Attack is 195, Defense is 114, Speed is 155, and Special is 93. Attack and Speed are very good with this Pokemon right now. Defense is meh, and Special is garbage. Now in the bottom left corner, we do have the stats modified with the badges corresponding. So as it stands right now, our attack with the badge is 219. Our defense is 128 with the badge. Our speed is 174. And our special is 104. Like I said, 2 great stats and 1 garbage stat. Let's go and go to the moveset, and we're going to modify this a little bit as we play through. I might have made a blunder here, but here we go. High Jump Kick is our go-to stab move. It's very powerful, 127 with stab. 90% accurate, and we have 20 power points, so that'll last us pretty much in a lot of battles. Meditate, obviously, is our go-to badge boosting move, and Body Slam will hit just about anything, and Seismic is we need it just to hit one person. And as soon as we ended this battle, we should have got rid of Seismic Toss and got something else. Let's go ahead and face Lorelei. Lorelei is the Ice Specialist. We're going to go ahead and save right here. I forgot to save. And we're going to face Lorelei. She's the Ice Specialist, and she's going to lead out with a Dugong Gong 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 Gong. And Dugong has a habit of going for rest a lot. He goes for rest, so it gives us an opportunity to get a setup. We don't really have anything we're weak to. We're actually super effective against ice Pokemon. And one shot with the High Jump Kick. One shot with the High Jump Kick. Slowbro comes out. High Jump Kick will be a 2-shot. It got a critical hit, which we don't like. Well, to be fair, Slowbro is not exactly, isn't an ice type, so that's why it wasn't as effective as the other ones. But we get a clean sweep over her team. Don't take any damage and move right on to Bruno. Bruno, we don't talk about it very much, but we are also in the same boat with Bruno. We pretty much can just obliterate his team with a little bit of setup. Meditate 1, Meditate 2, Rock Throw hits us, but we're gonna set up all the way to full, and then with being set up all the way to full, then we can sweep the team. High Jump Kick will be a 1-shot on the Onix. Hitmonchan comes out, we're gonna High Jump Kick, and we're gonna Hitmonlee. Hey, that's us. We're gonna High Jump Kick. It's a 1-shot. And we're going to High Jump Kick on the Onix one more time. And then Machamp comes out, High Jump Kick, get the knockout. Pretty easy win over Bruno. Took very little damage in that battle. And now we're going to move on to Agatha. We have the Agatha lottery. She can poison you, can paralyze you, can put you to sleep, confuse you, everything. But we're going to go ahead and face her. And we're going to go for, and we have to go for this move. We don't have a choice. Seismic Toss will be a 3-shot. And we do get lucky. She does try to confuse us rather than actually attacking us. So we don't take a lot of damage off the first Gengar, and we can't hit Haunter with anything, so we go for Seismic Toss. It'll be a 2-shot, very good. And now we're at 70 health, so now it's all about the RNG gods. Arbok comes out, we're gonna hit it, and we're not gonna knock it out, unfortunately. However, we're gonna hit it, and then we're gonna get the knockout, very good. And now Gengar comes out. Now, if Gengar would have gone for Nightshade, we probably could have lost here, but she doesn't. And we get a very convincing win and very lucky win, first try victory over Agatha, and that usually does not happen. And so now moving on to the next trainer, which is Lance, a liar with the flyers. Well, he's not really a liar in this game. He's got all dragon except for like 1. So, I mean, Gyarados is a dragon in my opinion. Meditate, we're trying for the setup, goes for Hyper Beam. We should have set up one more time right here, and we could have just swept his team, probably, but we didn't. We didn't think about it. I wasn't thinking, I was just clicking through. And we're going to get a reset here, even no matter what we do. We're going to go for Body Slam. Even if we knock out the Dragonair, we'll go for Body Slam. Now, Aerodactyl's not going to get 1 shot. It's going to knock us out with Hyper Beam. So we're going to try this again. And what we should be doing is go for Meditate. And it actually helps us out by going for Leer. But the problem with it going for Leer is if we get hit, we're going to get knocked out very easily. by anything that hits us right now. Go for high jump kick, we actually miss, and wow, we don't miss that very often, but we do miss, and we hurt ourselves a little bit with recoil. And then now we're going to go ahead and see if we can knock out the Aerodactyl with high jump kick. We do. That leaves one Pokemon left, and that is the Dragonite. It goes for barrier, but we knock it out with Body Slam. So one try, we get one loss against Lance, not too bad, but now we're facing our rival, and now the rival has so many things that can just derail this. The first Pokemon is Flying type, and if it decides to go for Sky Attack, it's going to one-shot us. It takes 2 turns to set up, fortunately, so we have some time to prepare for that. And now it's up into attack stat, and it goes for Wing Attack. So we're going to take a lot of damage, and here's why I made a blunder. I should have added Rest right here from the get-go. Added Rest. It knocks me out. I don't even get past the Pidgeot on the first try. So here we go again. We're going to try this again. We're going to meditate. It's going for Sky Attack already. Let's go and go for High Jump Kick. We miss. We crash down, and he's going to one-shot us with Sky Attack. So there's attempt number 2. And we're going to try attempt number 3. Attempt number 3. Same thing. What we really need to do is we need to get this stupid bird out of the way. And we get hit again, so not fun. So it's all about RNG. I wish it would just go for something other than Wing Attack's not the worst thing ever. And again, I have not added we keep getting critical hits. These critical hits keep screwing us over, and we're not able to knock this Pokemon out because of critical hits. It would be a one-shot with our boosted attack stat if it wasn't for this stupid critical hits. So now, this is where I'm saying we made a big blunder. What I should have done is added Rest, so I could have rested right there. And now it looks like we actually will get through to like the last 2 Pokemon, but don't think for a second this is it. What's the best move here is I should add a Rest, and I should have done a lot sooner. Actually, I could have made it a lot better as well by adding, instead of having Body Slam, having Double Edge. I should have maybe added that, getting a little more oomph into this fight. So one shot on the Pidgeot. Once we were able to get set up properly, we were able to one-shot the first 2 Pokemon. We're not one-shotting Rhydon. We don't need the Rest yet, but I did want him to go for one Leer, so we could put to sleep. That's awesome. But all we gotta do right now, we have very boosted stats. We just have to wake up and hit something. We just have to wake up. If we wake up, we got a good opportunity for ourselves to actually win this battle. And he keeps going for Stomp. We survive on 4 hit points. That's awesome. And we lose again to our rivals. We're at 13 resets, an hour and 3 minutes, and we are just not in a good spot. He keeps going for Wing Attack. Going for Wing Attack again. I'm sorry, he's using Meditate now. We're going to go for High Jump Kick, knock it out. Critical hit. Don't know if it mattered, but it gets the knockout nonetheless. Now, we have Alakazam. Unless we crit. We crit and knock that out. That's good. And now we Meditate again on the... We're going to get fully set up. Maybe he hits us with a Leer. That'd be nice. But we get fully set up. We're going to use High Jump Kick. Very good. Executor comes out. We're going to go for Body Slam. It's a one-shot, so we're in a good spot now. We might actually get this one without taking it back any more damage. Body Slam on the Charizard. Very good. We get the win. 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds. So we're just tapping, trying to get into the Hall of Fame, get our time completely locked in. Let's see how our time fares. So level 65, and then we're locked in at 4 hours, 56 minutes. So like I said, I don't usually go off the in-game time like this. I go off a completely different thing, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go to this. Okay, cool. So we have our tier list here. So with that time, it's just over 60 minutes. It's just below 1 hour and 10 minutes. So where does that rank? Well, let's go ahead and figure out where we rank here. It's going to rank right there. So let me move these guys over a little bit, make some space. Now Hitmonlee has added itself to the D tier. This Pokemon didn't do great. It's really like a boom or bust kind of Pokemon, like I said. And the reason why it's a boom or bust is because you are really relied upon setting up sweep, and you can't sweep otherwise for the most part, especially once you get to the mid-game. Once you get to the mid-game, Double Kick's not effective enough to be a move that you don't need setup for, and the other moves around it aren't stab, so they just don't coincide very well. When you start getting the late game, you really have to set up the sweep. You can't just go into the battle, body slam everything into oblivion and win. You don't have, you're not normal type, it's not stab, so there's a lot of things that work against you in that regard. And it just felt like every time, if I wasn't badge boosting with Hitmonlee, there wasn't a way to win the battle. There really wasn't, especially in the late game. If we'd have tried not using Meditate on a lot of battles, this playthrough could have taken forever. And it really does compensate for this Pokemon's lack of things. And one of the things it lacks, like I said, special, it's defense, not great HP. Those three things really do work together. And if you don't have good special with a Pokemon, it's not a special attacker, you have to rely upon being able to take hits while you're setting up. And this Pokemon doesn't have the ability, like some Pokemon can put Pokemon to sleep and use that to their advantage. So this Pokemon does not have that, capacity, that capability, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's what cost it. So if you're looking at the 3 fighting type on this list, 2 of them are in under 50 minutes, and the third one is over an hour. So where will the rest land? I'm not sure, but make sure you chime in next week, or tune in, I should say. Next week we'll see what happens with Primeape, and Primeape I think will be a much better playthrough than Hitmonlee. How much better, I don't know, but it does have a good special, so it does have some, not a great special, but it has some good special moves. They give it a little bit of more move diversity than Hitmonlee had, but we will find out. And then Hitmonchan will be our last one, then we'll do like a recap video. So let me just think in the comment section down below. This is JD, this is Poliwar's Wrath. Thank you for stopping in. We have a video coming out Friday. It's actually kind of ironic, because this Pokemon is the Kicking Pokemon, and the Pokemon doing an optimized playthrough with on Friday is the Legs Pokemon. So let me just think in the comment section down below. This is JD, Poliwar's Wrath. Have a good one. I'll see you guys on Friday.